Hello, welcome to my studio. Today I thought I would show you how I made my chickens. I'm going to put a picture of them right here. I'll put a picture of the 4 that I've made. Made all of these last year. Cozy Sheila, she showed how she makes her chickens using pinch pots, and they're just super, super, super cute. And so I thought, well, I made chickens last year, and I should probably make some more. Last year, my daughter had chickens, and we had an egg shortage, and I thought, I really need some chickens. But to be honest, I did not want to have to take care of them. So I made myself some ceramic chickens, and they hang out in my yard. And they're there watching over the bird feeder, and they don't eat the bird seed. They just watch the squirrels and the birds eat the bird seed, which is pretty cool. But anyway, so I used some forms that I had purchased off of Etsy, and they came with some templates. They're really nice. They're cone shaped, and let me show you. I'll pause you and turn this around and show you all this. So I purchased the 3 cones with the 3 templates, which are right here. The templates for each, and then the styrofoam cone right here, I just got at a craft store, and then I made my own template for it to cut it out. I mean, you can purchase cone forms like these guys from several different places, or you can just go to the craft store and pick up one of those styrofoam Christmas tree cones and do it that way. And so let's get going. I think I am going to make that smallest cone right here. I'm going to make this cone. It's the one I'm going to make today. And let's just get started, and I'll show you how I do this. Okay, I have rolled out my slab. It is at 1/4 inch. And let's compress it. So you want to compress both sides. That's your first step. And then I will flip it over. And compress this side as well. I'm going to spray it down a little bit. It's a little dry. And let me use this guy here. Now, when I made these, I used interactive pigments on them when I glazed them. And I'll show you the glazing process after we go through the bisque so that you can see how I use my interactive pigments. I have the set of interactive pigments from Georgie's. I really like them. They are a lot of fun. And I will insert in here a picture of my test tiles for my interactive pigments. Actually, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll insert that in here, and then. So I'm going to do this smaller cone here. So I need the smaller one. But first, I need to put some texture on it. So I have these doilies. Let's see, I have that one. And I have this one. Yeah, those are the 2 I have. So let me see. I think I'll use this one. And so let's put it on this here. Then get my rolling pin and roll it in. I just use a dowel as a rolling pin. It's a larger dowel, but it works great. And so that's what I use. Need to get it all good and rolled in really good. Let's see. Okay, how does that look? There we are, that's cool. Now I'll take this and we'll put it like right, a little off, we'll put it like right there. Take my knife, there it is. Cut this out. Actually, I'm not going to cut that side. You want to cut the bottom straight, and then the sides you're going to want to cut at an angle, like that. Then this side you're going to want to cut at about the same angle so that you can put it together. So there we are. We'll need some of this, but not very much of it. So we'll put that off to the side. We'll use this. Oh, I need to take this and I need to wrap it with paper. So that it doesn't stick. Get some tape. I'll tape the paper to the cones and wrap it around. Okay, there. My cone is covered with paper. It'll slip right off really easily, which is what I want. And then I take my clay, wrap it up around the cone. Let me move you up a little bit here. There, that's better. Wrap the clay around the cone. I want to take my little scorer and score the edges so I can connect the two pieces together. I really like these little cones. They work really nice. Oh. Slip. Let me get a slip brush. I have certain brushes that I use just for slip. They're cheap brushes, and that way I'm not ruining my good brushes for when I put on the slip. This slip is made from the clay that I'm using, so I just take some of the clay that I'm using, add some water to it, make a slip out of it, and this way whenever we go to put it all together, it just works together. You want to press the pieces together like this. You don't want to get the paper in the seam because that would not be good. End up ripping your seam out. And kind of push it down. Don't want to totally take out the texture, but I want to push it down a little bit. I'll put that as the front of my chicken. Take my little cone out. Take the paper out. And there, we have a cone. Now, I got this here, right here in front, where I pressed it together, and then I need to go and look inside. You can see there's a seam in there. I don't know if you can see the seam. But you want to take and you want to fix that seam up as well. So kind of hold it in my hands, press the seam, use my brush a little bit to get up in there. Are. Yep, there's the cone. Simple as that. Now I want to make her wattles and her beak. So take a piece of clay, just a small piece of clay, make a little ball, and you want to make 2 little balls about the same size. There's 2 little balls, they're about the same size. So then I want to make them into more of an oval shape. I'm going to look more like her wattles. There's one, and it'll have to be flattened a little bit. And then here's the other one. Flatten that a little bit. So those will go like that. And then we need to take another piece of clay, make a cone, make her beak. I'm thinking I might make some of Cozy Sheila's little pinch chickens, or maybe even just the egg-shaped chicken to go with these guys, and those will be the chicks. So this year my chickens will have chicks. So there's my beak. See it? Now I need 2 eyes. There's 1 eye. There's the other eye. There. Okay. And then I need the comb. But first, let's put these guys on. So I'm gonna put these guys right here. And so let me put it right on the seam here of this that I made. And then, so I want to take and scratch where I'm gonna put, and then here's my beak. So I scratched right there, scratched the beak. Made this beak a little bit bigger than the ones I did last year. There we are. Let's put some water in there. It's a little dried out. Grab some water. Rinse some of that slip off the brush so I can now she's very, very wet, but it's okay. It's raining outside. And then I want to do some scratching down here, below the beak where the wattles go. Scratch my wattles. Slip on it. Oh, let's get my hand up in there. And do this one. And slip on it. I'll go there. There we are, and then we got her 2 eyes. And so her eye is going to, let me see, I'm going to make a little indent in it using the tip of my my score brush. There we are. Then now I got the back kind of flattened. Can you see that? The back's flat. And then I'll score that. Score here where I'm going to put it. Slip, slip, eye. And then score the back of this. And score here. Slip. Oh. Slip. Put her eye there. There we are. There she is. Oh, now she needs her comb. So I'm just going to going to draw out a comb shape on so I just used a flat piece of this, drew out a comb shape. It has like 3 little things. 1, and then 2. Oh, this one just has 2. But I really like the way Ceramic Shelia did hers, so I'm going to do that instead. So make a little ball. This is too soft, or too hard, it's too dry. Dip it in water, make it wetter. Now it's too wet. So we'll mix it with some of the other. Take and make just kind of roll it up. You want the tips to be narrower, you want it to be like a croissant. So you want the tips, both tips, to be narrower. You want to curve it like a croissant, kind of pinch it together, make it a little bit flatter. Make her hair here. There we are. Now, see that? See that there? So it'll go like this, kind of. I'll have the top curved, the back will be kind of straight. It'll go like that. But then we need to put the little bumps in there, so let's take this, just press down, and then press down. Press down some more. I want it deeper than that. There we are, that's better. I want this one a little deeper too. There, I like that. Now kind of round it off, make it not so hard. Round off the edges a little bit. It looks almost like Elvis, like an Elvis hairdo. Anyway, so there she is. It'll be like that. Oh, there we are. Smooth out any cracks that show up. This clay is a little dry, so it has some cracks in it. Take your score brush, your score, lots of little score marks all over. And then score her. Now let's put on her hair. Slip. Lots of slip. Okay. Now she goes on like this. Push it in. There we are, until it sticks. You can feel it when it sticks. And take and go up inside here and hold this down. Get it good and stuck there. And then I'll take my brush, do a little cleanup on the sides here. There she is. Okay, let me take a look at her. Oh, her eye's a little crooked. Let's fix that. There we are. Oh, this side needs a little bit more. Use the tip of my brush. And then I'll go up inside here with that. And then I can kind of get some leverage and really push on it. Make sure it's connected and adhered really good. There we are. Okay. My little chicken, there she is. Now she's ready to dry, and then she'll go in the bisque. And when she comes out of the bisque, we will glaze her together. I hope you like this little project, and please check out Ceramic Shelia's chickens as well. They're super cute, very easy and simple to make, and a lot of fun. Thanks. Bye. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your journey. I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you liked it, hit like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. And thanks so much for taking some time to see my journey. And I love sharing your journey with you.